Welcome back, everybody. The Michigan Growth Office announcing a new round of investments to keep Michigan growth talent right here at home. We don't want these people leaving. The agency is awarding more than $700,000 in grants to 5 organizations to support population growth here in Michigan. We have Michigan's Chief Growth Officer, Hilary Doe, joining us live in studio to tell us a little bit more about this exciting initiative that includes down payment and tuition assistance. Okay, well, before I get into that, first of all, I want to talk about your position, Chief Growth Officer. What a cool position, and I love that we have an office that works to get people to Michigan and keep them here. What's that all about?
Yeah, I'm really excited that we have one too, because Michigan's actually the first state in the nation to name a position like mine, the first state to say out loud we're going to take on population growth head on, even though 34+% of states have the same challenges that we do. So we really are a first mover in this way and a real trailblazer, and doing whatever it takes to make sure we're retaining our talent here in the state and attracting other folks to come and join us.
And we're kind of on a positive momentum right now. Talk about that.
Absolutely, yeah. The last couple years we've been really going in the right direction. In addition to seeing Detroit grow for the second year in a row, which was wonderful to see.
Huge.
We saw Flint actually recently report growth for the first time in 25 years, and 66% of Michigan counties grew last year. So everybody's really going in the right direction. The stat that I like to cite for folks is that our young adult population's growth is accelerating faster than 45 other states. So we're in the top 5 now. This was not true in the 2010s.
Wow.
So the work that we're doing is really paying off. And this is a big challenge. It's a big job. It's going to take everyone. I always say it's a group project, but clearly when we all lean in with sharp elbows, we're getting it done. So we should all be excited about that and proud of that work.
That is so huge, those numbers. I'm glad you added those. So talk to us about these brand new initiatives.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, it's so exciting. So in addition to the over $760,000 we were able to award in this most recent round, in the last year we've actually awarded over $1.4 million. So we did a pilot round last fall. And the hope is that communities across the state can apply and let us know who they really need to retain or attract. In a small community, that might be as specific as teachers, we need more teachers, or in a city like Detroit, they're working to retain entrepreneurs and startups, recent graduates who've just come out of school who we want to make sure to keep in our communities. And then they're offering all different kinds of program benefits, everything from, like we were alluding to earlier, down payments on homes, free college tuition in some cases, co-working space, relocation support, mentorship, and all of these things really can make the difference for talent that are deciding whether to stay or go, and whether they can build their future in Michigan. And we want to make sure that's a no-brainer for every one of those young people.
Right. If you have a few perks in this state and you're looking at another state, not as many perks, you're likely going to choose this one, right?
Right. Well, and not everybody, has, and not everyone has an easy path, right? We're really conscious that folks are up against a lot. They might be graduating, with a little bit of debt, or they might be looking for a job, right? And we know that they're talented, and we want to keep them right here in our state. We have all these incredible universities. We want to make sure those graduates can stay. We want to make sure our young families can thrive. So the state's actually also invested a lot in policy change that we know will help with retention and attraction, everything from pre-K, because we know childcare is critical for our young families, to ensuring our young people can get access to an affordable education, to really historic housing investments, because we know housing accessibility is critical for talent. So between policy work, the marketing work we've been doing, and these pilots, we are running the most ambitious talent retention and attraction effort in the country today here in Michigan.
I can see why you got this position. You're so passionate about it, which I love. Are these applications for the money open right now? If so, where do people need to go to apply?
Folks can check out the available programs at themichiganlife.org/make-my-home. That's make MI home. And some of the programs locally have already launched. Others are getting ready to launch, but you can browse all of them and see kind of the available benefits and decide which ones might be of interest to you, community by community.
Amazing. I have so many more questions for you, but unfortunately I am running out of time. I want to ask you so much about how you get people to come here. And obviously we live in Michigan, so we know what makes it great. But anyways, we'll have to have you come back.
Yes, we'll get coffee.
I love that. Caffeine? What? Say less. Thanks for coming in.
All right, thank you so much.
We'll be right back after this.